Is Tuesday, May 10th. We got two games on the NBA slate today. We got Philadelphia 76ers versus Miami. We got the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks. Again, two huge game fives in these series. Do love that we're getting these NBA games, two NBA games a day. It's going to end soon as that Eastern Conference, Western Conference final starts. But today we got plays here on PrizePicks. Again, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They match 100% of your first deposit. And I do like PrizePicks because even if you don't hit all of your picks, if you do a flex play, you can still earn money hitting 3 of 4 or maybe like 2 of 3 or 4 of 5. But yeah, link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a gambling expert. These are just the plays that I'm looking at making. And I'm pleased to announce that we did actually go 5 for 5 yesterday on our plays that I did give you guys. Giannis over 30.5 points. He hit 34. Brook Lopez continuing to get that over on the rebounds. He hit 7 of over 6. Al Horford went crazy yesterday. 32 fantasy score was our line. We had the over. He clearly hit that at 46.1. Jaren Jackson Jr. over 23.5 PRA. He hit that at 26. And then Steph Curry gonna get me nervous yesterday, but he did hit those end of the game free throws to win the game, and he hit over 5 free throws made at 8. And again, gave you guys this yesterday, PrizePicks NBA 50509, and we had those 5 picks. We went 5-0 yesterday. So again, if you did get any of these plays that I gave you guys yesterday, drop a like on this video. That's all I do ask. Also hit that subscribe button. So 5-0, coming off a 5-0 night, we're looking to at least go a 4-1 tonight at minimum. But yeah, let's not waste any time, you guys. 5 plays, NBA slate today, PrizePicks. Let's get into it. So first play that I like here. Is it going to be a Jimmy Butler play? I think I have to, but you could either go points, you could either go points, rebounds, and assists. But for me, I like fantasy score. I like fantasy score 48 plus over for Jimmy Butler. He's hit this his last 3 games. He's hit this over. 4 of his last 5, he's hit this over. And I think with or without Kyle Lowry, I thought he was going to hit this over. I love Jimmy Butler tonight in Miami playing the Game 5. You can see here it has been announced that Kyle Lowry is out for Game 5 against the 76ers, which does change some things for the Miami Heat offensively and defensively as well. But yeah, I really like the Jimmy Butler over here, 48 fantasy points. I think because he does get those steals and blocks as well, I think the fantasy score is a little bit safer here as opposed to points, rebounds, and assists or points. Not saying he's not going to clear these overs as well, but for me personally, I like the 48 fantasy score over for Jimmy Butler. Yeah, in the same game, I do like we're going to come over here to points, rebounds, and assists. And I do like the Victor Oladipo. I think people are sleeping on the Victor Oladipo. I like his over points, rebounds, and assists. In the last game with Kyle Lowry, he hit 20. He's had 26 and 27. He's hit this over 17.5 PRA. 3 of his last 5. He has been playing really well. It really goes to show how deep the Miami Heat are. This season, in one game without Kyle Lowry, he had 40, 10, and 7. Not saying he's going to replicate that, but Victor Oladipo, when healthy, is a very good player in this league. He's been an all-star in this league when healthy. You can see here he's played 32, 21, 29, and 27 minutes in this series. 32 minutes in Game 4 against Philadelphia. That's with Kyle Lowry playing in that game. So I see Victor Oladipo getting at least 25 minutes tonight. I think 17.5 PRA. Very reasonable, very generous line for him. I'm going to take the over. Victor Oladipo, 17.5 PRA. And then in the same game, I'm going to go over here to fantasy score. And I'm going to take a look at Joel Embiid, and I'm actually going to take his under 42 fantasy score. Now, Joel Embiid's back, and obviously led them to 2 straight victories in Philadelphia. But you can see here, he hasn't hit 42 he's only hit 42 in 1 of his last 4 games against Toronto. In that closeout game, he had 60.5. And this is the only play that I think could bite me in the butt. One play that I think could really, Joel Embiid obviously could easily hit his 42 fantasy score pretty easily, but just with the way James Harden played in Game 4, I think James Harden will continue to be aggressive. Obviously, without Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey was playing extremely well, gaining quite a bit of confidence. So with this game here back in Miami, I think they Miami plays great defense, great team defense. So I think they try to neutralize Joel Embiid. I think they want to let James Harden kind of do his thing and take a lot of shots. So I think Joel Embiid under 42 fantasy score. I feel more confident again in the fantasy score here under as opposed to 25.5 points for Joel, or even the rebounds, 25.5. I feel confident here in the fantasy score under for Joel Embiid 42. But again, for all 5 of these plays that I'm giving you guys, this is the one I would say I feel least confident in. But again, I like it as well. I'm going to take this under 42 fantasy score for Joel Embiid. Next play, we're going to come down to the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks game. We're going to come over to rebounds. And again, this is a play I continue to make, and I will continue to make until further notice, honestly. And it's going to be the Jae Crowder over 5.5 rebounds. He's hit this 4 of his last 5. He's hit this in every game this series, 8, 7, 7, and 6. Surprised, honestly, that the line is 5.5. It's actually, I think, 6.5 over on underdog. And on other sports books, it's close to 7. So 5.5 rebounds, pretty generous line. He's hit this over 4 of his last 5. I think this is a play of the day, honestly, the lock of the day for me, in my opinion. Jae Crowder over 5.5. Don't really need to go too deep into it. You guys know Jae Crowder has been smashing this. Jae Crowder's been playing really well for the Phoenix Suns in this series. He's been scoring the ball. You could even honestly take a look if you wanted to at the PRA for Jae Crowder as well. PRA line a little bit higher than I'd like it, but 19.5, you could easily take this PRA as well as the fantasy score for Jae Crowder. Let's see what the fantasy score is for Jae Crowder. 24, a little bit higher than I'd like it as well, but I'm smashing that over 5.5 rebounds for Jae Crowder tonight back in Phoenix. I think he plays extremely well. And then finally, the last play of the day is going to be one of my new favorite players, honestly. And it's going to be, for obviously the Dallas Mavericks Phoenix Suns game, it's going to be Dorian FinneySmith over 18.5 PRA. So Dorian FinneySmith, last game had 33, before that 18, 21, and 33. He's hit this 3 of his last 4, the over 18.5. But you can see he shot 8 for 12 from 3-point line in game 4. 8 for 12, 24 and 8, 14 and 4. I mean, and even in the game series against Utah, 18, 10 and 5, 13, 5 and 4, 11, 4 and 3, 14, 8 and 2, 14 and 5, 9, 6 and 2. So, I mean, there's, Dorian Finney-Smith for the line to be 18.5, I feel strong about. He's playing a ton of minutes, 38, 41, 40. I mean, this game, game 2, he had quite a bit of foul trouble, 4 personal fouls. So, again, if he can stay out of foul trouble, I know he's playing a ton of minutes, especially on those wings for the Phoenix Suns. He's guarding Devin Booker a lot, even switching on to, Mikal Bridges, and even switching on to some 5 because, they're not playing Dwight Powell quite a lot. Dorian Finney-Smith, DFS, aka DFS, is playing quite a bit of 5 as well. So I think there's going to be opportunities for him to get rebounds, things like that. I love the over here for Dorian Finney-Smith. So those are my 5 plays today here on PrizePicks. We're doing the over Jimmy Butler fantasy score, over Victor Oladipo PRA, Joel Embiid under projected fantasy score, which is crazy, but we're going to lock that in. Jae Crowder over 5.5 rebounds, and Dorian Finney-Smith 18.5 PRA. So again, you guys, drop a like on this video. We are coming off a 5-0 night. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, have a great day.